this episode we're going to be doing the vapor barrier for the shed, the last step before pouring the slab, so let's get into it. Alright, so we're on the final stretch. We need to just put the vapor barrier to protect us from humidity and then also from radon on the shed. So the first step will be to spread it out, fold it, and cut it to size. So it should be pretty straightforward, and then we'll start applying the tape. So let's get into it.
Attaching the Stego tape to the walls, but we're running short on this tape. I cannot remember the name. It was Stegotack or something like that. But what we're going to do is we need to ration this, and we're going to apply just small patches, and then we're going to cover all the perimeter with the Stego tape. So we're done installing the Stego. It's now time to detail all the penetrations and the corners. So let me show you how I do the pipes. I like to cut like smaller pieces of tape, and then I just put it like this, and I go all the way around it. And my focus is to make sure that this is well covered. If I have some folding, it doesn't matter. So I do like that, and then I use like a larger piece of tape just to cover all these ends, to make sure they won't lift. Roll it, always roll it. And that's it, just do it all around for each pipe.
Hopefully you watched our episode on the main house for the slab. And if it's not out yet, well, I should probably mention that the concrete slab that we're putting here needs to be a raft slab, and that means it's not connected in any way or form to the main foundation. The way we accomplish this is, of course, we have insulation under the Stego tape, and then we will be putting this 1-inch insulation as a perimeter. We're not doing this for insulation necessarily, we're doing it more as an expansion joint. What that means is the slab is allowed to expand and contract differently from the main foundation. And then the insulation is to absorb the changes in width or height or whatever. So that said, we are also running out of Stego tape, and they're pricey, it takes a while to get, so can you guess what we're gonna use? We're gonna use the Tyvek tape. In reality, this Stego tape and this Tyvek tape, they feel very similar. So we're going to be using this just to make sure that no concrete gets behind the Stego and that kind of stuff. And another thing I should probably mention, we will probably not use Tyvek at all in our builds. We will not be using the house wrap. We will only be using the tape for support, and if we use a house wrap, it will be for protecting our material. So yeah, so let's get back to work. Sunday afternoon, we got rained, we got delayed. As you can see, the vapor barrier is all wet and stuff. But it is finally done. It's like 5 p.m., 6-ish.
6, I don't know.
Sunday, so we gotta go get some food too.
Yeah. We're exhausted, but we got it done, which is the important thing. Our checklist, we made sure that we had all the corners detailed and then all the pipes, every single one was detailed. Then we applied the insulation all around the perimeter.
For expansion joint, not necessarily insulation.
Yeah. The Tyvek on top is just to make sure that the insulation stays in place. It's not really for waterproofing. And what else did we do?
We ended up detailing the pipes with one of my yoga mats that I had here. It's pretty much like insulation. We just didn't have any. We have some in the tiny house, but it's all like locked up, and I didn't want to open it up and that kind of stuff. So this should do more than enough. So the purpose of the insulation around the pipes is mostly for expansion joints. So if things start shifting back and forth, the concrete wouldn't break the pipe. So the pipe is allowed to move freely. So that's the whole purpose, not necessarily insulation once again.
Yeah, and we got that done. And then the final, the final step was the croclet. So it's this black tape that you see all around.
Crete Glow.
Crete Glow, that one. Yeah, Crete Glow. It's from Stego and we love it. So it's a tape, but it has like metal inside, like tiny rebars. So when the concrete comes in, it attaches to that and it makes sure that everything stays in place while the concrete is getting poured.
So that's pretty much it. I think this is probably the last time we'll be using Stego in a long time. We're getting off the ground, and all I can say is Stego is a superb company. All their products are amazing. They're a little bit on the pricier side, but they're top quality. So if you are deciding whether to use them or not, you know that you'll be getting quality. So
yeah, and they are very good with deliveries and everything. So yeah, pretty cool service. Yeah, so we're done.
So we're done. We'll see you in the next episode. I don't know what the next episode is, but I guess you'll know
we'll see you
before
there.
I do.
So thank you for watching. Bye-bye.